1976's Carrie has been released on 4K Ultra HD from Screen Factory in a collector's edition. This is a Brian De Palma film based off the book by Stephen King. It is a 3-discer, which I'm pretty well assuming at this point the Blu-ray disc and the special feature disc is basically the same stuff from the previous release, just with the new updated 2K 22 scan that you will see there. This is the previous release, which, as you can tell, they were still rocking the whole new cover art for that. They went with the original for the new one. There is no reverse artwork, but we'll unbox that in a minute. This is what you got with the Blu-ray release before. As you can tell, basically, outside the new stuff that was new at the time on this, it's all carries over to the new release, which seems to only have the new transfers. But hey, you know, it's 4K, so if you consider that to be something you want to upgrade, then there you have it. You pop this one open. It had John Travolta, but it also had the original art, which is what they're using now on the new one. And you had the disc. So that was a pretty cool release at the time. Now here you are with this, which I'm kind of a fan of the original art on these. Pop that sucker open, which again, just like previous, I mentioned with the video, FedEx did a fine job crushing this one. Here is our disc 1 4K disc, and there is our other disc, which they have new cover art. So we're going to get a little peek of what the menus and whatnot are like in comparison to the previous releases, and we'll see if the new version looks that much better than the original, or the previous version, if I can talk here, the previous version that was released, which, of course, now keep in mind, this is a 4K phone shooting 4K video off TV. So maybe we can tell through the lens here if there is a significant difference, but let's see what we got. So here we have the Blu-ray for Carrie. This is the original Screen Factory Collector's Edition Blu-ray. We will check it in comparison to the other disc that we get now with the new 4K one. But when you hit play here, you'll see this is what the previous version looked like. We got our line roaring. Hopefully nobody tags me for content. There is what this one looked like, which, in my opinion, I thought it was a pretty nice release from Screen Factory. Of course, now we get to compare this to the new 4K resolution that's even on the new Blu-ray disc as well as the new 4K disc. So with that being said, let's pop it in and see if we notice any drastic changes right off the bat. Well, as I suspected, the layout for the Blu-ray disc and the new 4K edition looks pretty well the same as the previous Blu-ray edition. It's in the transfer that we should notice a difference, because it's supposed to be a new 4K, transfer even on the Blu-ray disc, even if it won't have the total benefits of what 4K has to offer. We at least get this, and this looks a little different. Than we just have the line roaring previously when we hit play, so that's already different at the gate there. Here is, we'll flip around a little bit here and get some quick comparisons. You definitely see finer details there, but like we've said before, the actual money shot, if you will, for lack of a better term, will be when we look up the actual 4K disc here next. And hopefully, if there is like a good I can see a little bit of a difference already, but hopefully like the drastic one you should get with the 4K comes through on this, because it's just a picture of a 4K camera shooting a 4K screen. So we'll see. And here is our 4K loading screen for the Brian De Palma Carrie 4K release from Screen Factory. And yes, you can tell there's definitely, with the naked eye, you get way more natural colors and movements and all that good stuff. The typical benefits that you get with a 4K transfer. We'll let this run for a second, but not for too long, because we don't want to get the channel deleted due to copyright issues, although technically this should probably fall into some free use for review, or at least I hope so anyway. We'll shoot to the next scene. And here is that same one. Yes, colors seem to be a little richer, a little more natural to the naked eye there. Maybe not a drastic difference from the previous, Blu-rays, but enough to know there is definitely something going on different, even if it's not going to be a night and day pop, or at least it doesn't seem like it's going to be a night and day pop. Of course, this is an older film, has like a dream looking aura to it anyway, but yeah, I mean, if you've seen enough to make you want to go and double dip or triple dip if you had previous versions, then by all means do that. Available from Screen Factory. It's Carrie on 4K Ultra HD.